Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It's been a while, and today I want to talk about Batman 158, which is the start of Hush 2, um, billed as the sequel to the original Hush from many years ago, back in the early 2000s. Although technically, Hush, the storyline, did have a sequel type, and it wasn't bad, to be honest. But you know, such is the billing. The whole team is back: Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair. And this is the cover to Batman 158. I've been at a crossroads, to be honest. I've been kind of jaded by comics lately, only because it's been sad. I haven't bought Batman books in a long time. I haven't bought Spider-Man books in a long time. Two titles, two characters that I always been buying their adventures and stuff for many years. Superman, I would have dropped it. He's my favorite character, so I have maintained that support for Superman, the Superman character, and them titles, even though I haven't been loving everything that's been going on in those books. You know, with them making Lois Lane a Superwoman, and just her taking the spotlight, and they build the book as a Superman book, but then you live through it, and it's Lois Lane here, Lois Lane there, and Supergirl and Mercy and all these fucking women, and this whole female empowering thing has just driven me off comics for a while now. So that's why I say I'm at a crossroads. But I had to be back for Batman Hush 2, and this is where I'm picking up the Batman title again. I mean, good move, DC Comics. This is very much needed. Hush was a very popular storyline, and you can't go wrong with Jim Lee on pencils. He has his version of Batman is one of the best versions out there even today. I mean, he draws Batman mean and lean and strong, muscular, athletic, and mysterious, all in that package, man. Jim Lee is a very talented penciler, and it's just too bad that we can't have him in a more regular basis. But like I said, you can't go wrong. His version of Batman is one of the best. So let's take it out of the board and bag here. Just bear with me a moment. So yeah, here we go. Batman Hush 2. I wonder what this team, these creators were doing before, getting this call back. Jeff Loeb, I know he's been writing constantly. He stays active pretty much with in DC Comics. They still giving gigs and stuff. Jim Lee, of course, he has other duties as I think he's kind of like the director of DC Comics and stuff. Over here, he's taking over the penciler duties, and Scott Williams. What do they do? Alex Sinclair. I wonder what they've been doing all this time. Were they just at home, retired? Were they working somewhere else? Would love to know the answer to those little questions that roam in my head. This is a nice cover over here. Very, there's a big promotional push. There's constant, like a numerous set of variant covers for this storyline, and I understand that. But wouldn't it be cool if this was just the only cover for this storyline? That would be unique. That would be awesome, actually, nowadays, to just have one cover and that's it, and you can't go wrong with this one. This is very iconic. Batman leaping through and just in Gotham City, his kingdom, basically. And we pick up with Batman already on patrol, and he's after the Joker, and there's a callback to the Joker fish, and the Joker, to his evil ways. He's a nasty. I never understood why any thug would work for Joker. Knowing that if possibly caught, they committed suicide. So what's the enticement? What's the motivation there? Why would you work for a maniac that will have you killed if you get caught or if you fail in your mission that he gives you? Those are lingering questions that I have for Jeff Loeb. And they're not really answered. We do get a quick one-on-one. Joker attacks Batman, and yeah, here we go. He throws Batman in the water with Joker piranhas. Great visuals again. Jim Lee, you can't go wrong with what he does. He is a master storyteller. So Batman gets injured pretty badly here, and I'm gonna get back to that as the storyline goes on. Joker gets caught by a new character, and this character is called Silence, and he's a big hulking character that can basically explore your eardrums just by speaking in a whisper. He has some sort of mechanism on his throat, from what I could gather, and he catches the Joker. And who's behind this? Who's behind this Silence character? And we'll find out pretty soon. So yeah, this is we get Nightwing and Batgirl. It's not clear yet to me whether this is it's separate continuity. It feels like it's continuing from the continuity of old, back on those early 2000 years. Not the current continuity where Batman is being portrayed as this old fucker that has to drink pills to stay strong, and all that bullshit from the Toms, and I also appreciate the fact that this storyline is staying away from Catwoman. I think I had enough of Catwoman, to be honest, especially the way she's written nowadays, especially the way any woman is written today. Jeff Loeb, stays away from that. Here we do get a femme fatale in the form of Talia. She rescues Batman out of nowhere. It's not clear why. She just monitors Batman, and she alludes to the fact that she's rescuing him because he's the father of her son Damien. But yeah, as quickly as she comes in and rescues him, she leaves, and kind of have a problem with that aspect of the story. And I'll get back to that. I'll get into it with the pace. Batman has been, from what I can tell over here, severely injured. He gets rescued, and he barely lives. Talia rescues him, and we go back to what's happening to Joker. So the character, we wondering what's behind the hulking character. Turns out that the Silence guy is working for none other than Hush. Hush is back. He catches Joker, and he's torturing the fuck out of Joker. He's doing all sorts of nasty things to the Joker, and I love it. I love seeing that. To be honest, is good to see that Jeff Loeb is bringing Joker down a peg, and he's not portraying this uber Joker that all of a sudden he was mightier than Batman himself. These writers have gone Joker crazy with the character, writing him as this invincible, outmaneuvering just every fucking body, and outthinking everybody, more brilliant than Luthor, more brilliant than Mr. Terrific, more brilliant than Batman himself. This is not that Joker. This Joker, he's deadly, but he in this case, he got caught. He got caught by the better villain, and this villain He's calculating. He's not a maniac. He says it in his dialogue. I'm not a maniac, and I also happen to be a doctor, so I know the body. And he tortures the Joker pretty good, and he does a lot. He breaks a lot of bones. He does a lot of nasty things to the Joker, and I love seeing that. I love seeing villains um, up to their potential, and not just, I don't want to just see Joker winning all the fucking time. I like seeing human Joker. Human Joker is flawed. He gets caught, he gets punched, he gets beaten the fuck up, and he gets up again, and he survived. Yes, he's a survivor, but he's not invincible, and I like that. So this is what I'm talking about with the pacing. The pacing. Here we have Batman. He's back up again. It's not clear how long it's been, but from what I'm reading, it's only been a couple of hours. He's sporting a new suit. So what happened since Talia rescued him? He looked like shit. He was bloody all over, and now right here he's just okay. So the pacing is pretty much like a cartoon on this, and that's one of my pet peeves in this storyline. That Jeff Loeb is it's very intricate. It's a very intricate storyline. Hush too, and you can see that Hush is coming back with a vengeance, and he has big plans, and he likes to play chess, and match wits with Batman, and Jeff Loeb tries to use the whole DC universe when he's dealing with Batman and Hush, like he did the first time, where we saw Harley Quinn, we saw Poison Ivy, we saw Superman, we saw Catwoman, Huntress, and all those characters. So over here he's not pulling his punches either, but the pacing, I have a little problem with the pacing, because right from the get-go, right from the opening of the storyline, Batman was in trouble. He got he got beaten up a little bit by the Joker. He was thrown into the water. He was almost eaten by piranhas, and he barely survived until Talia rescued him. And now he's here, back in business, sporting a new suit, and he's already on the job. So I kind of have a problem with that pacing. I'm not gonna go more into more detail. Suffice to say that this looks like a great story. It's very entertaining, very refreshing to read. It's a great story to get readers back again, and yeah, man, I love it. I love the mystery. I love the action. I love the characters, their dialogue, the interaction among them is so good, and I love it. And I'm looking forward to the following issues. Hush 2 promising to be pretty good. I love the first issue of the storyline, and looking forward to what happens next. Again, this is a good move by DC Comics. It brought me back. I'm an old reader, so yeah, and I have dropped Batman books all over the place. I just been buying several miniseries here and there that are not really in continuity. But as far as current continuity, I dropped those books. I can't touch anything written by Tom Taylor or Tom King, or and other writers have been failing big time. So I think this move was very much needed to bring readers back to Batman. You need to keep wokeness and politics and activist messaging bullshit away from comic books. It's killing comic books. I'm telling you. I'm a long-time reader, a long-time buyer, collector, and I have dropped many books because of that bullshit. But I'm happy to say Batman Hush 2 is free of that. It's all superheroics. It's all about Batman and his villains and action and beautiful art, beautiful visuals, and I love it. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Thank you, And thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please. Like my content. Dislike it if you want. Please comment. I love interacting with you guys. Thank you. Peace.